Hello, welcome back to Slice and Dice. My recording software just told me that my encoder overloaded when I started the recording, which I think just means I need to close Firefox. Yeah, dude, this fucking it's Twitter. I should just quit browsing Twitter, dude. That platform eats up like so much RAM for no reason. Anyway, 20 streak, let's run it. I am not going to play Rush. It's a rare comp, and I think it sucks. I think it's actually just terrible. Or no, sorry, I think Strays is terrible. Rush might be okay. It's like Mountain, but you don't get a green. Well, we can give it a shot. It's fine. I've thought about it some more. But this is a team comp that is, it's win or lose fast, and I think Skulk is probably okay. I think you can play Skulk here. It's just a little bit like tough. Someone in the comments a few days ago was talking about this curse when I took it, Monster Shields, and they pointed out something very clear, or that made me change my opinion, I should say. Monster HP +1, which is all monsters +1 max HP, that's a 5-point curse. And Monster Shields is like at best that curse for 4. And at worst, a little worse. Obviously, it's a little bit different because shields works differently on enemies like slates, but for the most part, it's the same. Anyway, I'll play Skulk here. I think it should be okay, but this is definitely pushing it. For sure, like no doubt in my mind, this is pushing it. What I should have done there is I should have rerolled for a safe curse. A safe start, I should say. But it was done is done. I want to try out a little Rush. I think this comp is okay, maybe. I'm not actually sure because I don't get to see it too often. So we'll find out together here today. This is lethal, right? 3, 4, 8, 11, yeah. I wonder if you can mod the game to have like a do they run indicator on. That'd be kind of nice. Okay, so Scrapper's pretty worthless here because we don't have a good gray and we're not guaranteed a good gray. And I also think that Evoker is pretty bad. The problem is if I random into Gambler, but I think that's probably fine. I'll take the random. Jester, okay. I think that that's better than Evoker. You may be shocked to hear that, but I think Jester with double blues is not so bad. So I think it's okay to just kind of let it ride here. Alright, Jester. I think you're so fucking funny, don't you? Goddamn hilarious little clown. I should flick here. It'll be okay. I mean, it's not a big deal. Jester is good here because he has an okay chance of making some mana to support the rest of the team, and he usually pairs well if we get a juggler or something of that like. We'll see. Ballet shoes. So many of my runs lately, I have been thinking to myself, man, wouldn't it be nice to have ballet shoes here? Hopefully, this will be one of them. There's so many items that I think are just turned from worthless to incredible if you have ballet shoes. You're gonna die here, Clumsy. I think it's just kind of a fact of life. Clumsy has a very high likelihood of eating shit here. Good job. I do believe with Jester, we want to just let him roll all the way every time. Unless, so it's not quite the correct statement. You want to let Jester roll unless locking Jester's 1 gives you something important, which, you know, you just gotta count, I guess. You can play Cleric here. It's fine. Not super worried about dying to Alpha. A little more worried about dying to Alpha now, but we're just gonna try to not exert here and aim to kill this wolf turn 1. Right, so like Flick is 2, Poke is 3, this is 4. I do not need to lock this 1 because I have guaranteed lethal on the wolf for 2. Yeah, and we can roll down for that, and now we can consider maybe just killing the Alpha. I have 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. It's actually, if I don't cantrip into the alpha here, I think I have it with Flick. Alas. Just make sure. Yeah, I am just shy. I actually probably didn't have it anyway. Oops. Sorry, I clicked off. So it'll just be kill the wolf. The game plan versus alpha is to just stay ahead of the wolves as best as you can. We should play the sound effect twice if he made 2 wolves. But yeah, Jester, the way to think about it, basically, it's not 100% correct from a statistics standpoint, I'm sure, but I've seen a lot of people say it this way in terms of figuring out values. You think about Jester with this reroll side as basically having 5 sides. If you're looking for one specific thing, and there's a little more benefit than him just having 5 sides here, to be fair, but you get the idea. Choosy. -1 item quality. This is terrible. This is very bad. Big hammer. We could play big hammer here. It's good for clumsy. It's actually really good for clumsy. Because we can go like this, and now clumsy has no caltrops. Super good for clumsy, because now clumsy is like maybe the best character on my team. Maybe not here, into the courts. I need to lock this 1. I need to lock this 3. Let me count instead of just guessing. This is 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, okay. I don't want clumsy swinging a cantrip into the shade. Although I guess you're swinging a cantrip into the shade anyway, or like a 1 damage into the shade anyway. That's okay. We'll do our best here to not die into the shade. Ah. My favorite character, Clumsy. Right. Oh yeah, and then we play Juggler here. Juggler Jester works out. I think so. Bye-bye, Clumsy. It was fun while it lasted. I guess this is fine. I think you do want to equip Big Hammer on tier 1. Like the value or the value proposition seems right. I guess I don't know for sure. I just kind of go off of intuition on stuff like that. It feels right, doesn't it? I actually would like to kill this chest. And that seems like a good enough turn to me. If this militia gets away with it, I mean, oh my god, he might get away with it. Yeah. Just take lethal. Fire? Oh, nice. And Pocket Phylactery, also nice. Some good starts here. We get to go... I wish I could put all 4 of these on one character. Oh well. I think you do Ballet Shoes, Pocket Phylactery, Mage. And then you do like Big Hammer, Sapphire, Hoarder. And that's a reasonable trade. You know, I kind of wish the Soodles said Locket. You know, like when Gambler rolls or Ludus rolls a 6 and then says Locket. I wish that the Soodles would say that too. What are you getting hit by? Maybe Lick, Poke, and then Burst here. That seems fine. One of the things I need to be better about, a lot of people have pointed out very correctly, that I do not lock Juggler when I should, and it's led to me having some bad times, although not that one. That one's just Juggler. That's just X Caltrop X, you're not supposed to do anything there. Well, actually what you're supposed to do is start complaining. This is probably Sparky. Sparky plus Jester is okay. Jester makes you want to play gamble type characters a little bit more. And I mean, look at this guy. Right? There is a case for Soldier there, sorry, I should have said, because Soldier can hold Big Hammer plus Sapphire, and he's improved or about the same. So you're getting a 5 heavy, and you're getting a 2 mana, which is very similar to a 5, or to his original sides. The 5 heavy is better than the 3 damage, I think, and... Sorry, one sec. This is what I was talking about. This is what people have been pointing out to me. I should be locking 2 with 1 reroll left on Juggler, and I think that's correct. I'm good to just let it ride here. Sometimes you hit. There was something else. Right, Big Hammer is basically the same as a 5. Or sorry, as a 3. It is a 5. I think that they are very similar in terms of value. And 2 mana is basically 3 damage. It's 1 less. I think Updog is pretty worthless, and I think Flawed Diamond is also pretty worthless in a team with no healing, so we can take the random. Doomblade is awkward. Very awkward. Probably not. Probably not. I think it's fine to just go without. I think this run will tend to look really good, but definitely has the potential to just come apart at the seams very quickly. Alright, buddy. Alright, buddy. I was looking for and rolling down for the 5 to kill the shade, but alright, buddy. It's gonna be 2 zap, probably 2 burst, and then I flick the shade so he's at 3. And now if I hit the shade for 1, I can zap him. So I should find lethal here. Not on yourself, Juggler. I think this kills. I am correct. Sinew Whirl. I mean... Whirl Doomblade is not the craziest thing I've ever said. It's like, it's Brute, Gladiator, Berserker... Brute, Gladiator, Berserker, Sinew Whirl, Soldier... Oh, Collector is who I'm forgetting. Collector, and... Scrapper. But we saw Scrapper already. So this is Brute, Gladiator, Berserker, Collector if I random. I'm gonna click on Whirl. Crazy. Absurd. Unfathomable. But look, you know what they say. 1 to all is pretty good here. 2 to all? Awooga, humana, 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 humana. That's what they say. Imagine he hits that shit. I imagine he misses that shit. Right, I think it might not be crazy to just send 4 here and then ping 1 into Quartz. I let Sparky roll though, because the charge side is also really good now. Send a 4, send a flick, send a 2. Was it burst? I think it's burst. Let me look again. Sorry, I want to be sure that I'm not cutting a corner here. Yeah, and you're always gonna end up right here. I think it's fine. We do have to kill the zombie the old-fashioned way, and we're definitely supposed to. Also, for sure, I agree with myself on leaving just the zombie alive. I think the Quartz are the nightmare. Zombie's not that bad on his own. Shining Bow, Bag of Holding. I actually thought to myself when I saw all these items, Bag of Holding would be kind of nice here. But it only gives you 1 more item. But that 1 more item is Sapphire to overwrite the Phylactery. Is it actually good though? I don't know. Because Cleric is fine just rolling for mana. I don't really care about that 2 cleanse I'm leaving behind. So I'd be doing it to give Cleric a 5 hammer. Is that bad? That's not that bad. I'll do it. The alternative is to take a random, and I think this is pretty good. It's an okay combo. I don't hate the setup. You lose the phylactery value, but I don't think I care. I mean, the way you think about Pocket Phylactery now is Sparky is now 6 HP with a little bit of a debt to pay. He's like +6, but he has this looming debt collection. But the debt collection, you have to roll 2/2/2, so the fight has to last 3 rounds, and he has to roll 2 mana, 2 mana, 2 mana, or else the debt collection isn't happening. Here's 2 mana. You're still up 4 though on the item. Oh, I should actually kill the carrier. A lot of times I would just leave that guy alive, but I should not leave my juggler with a chance to caltrop herself. You see, this is what I'm saying. I'm trying to perform. I'm trying to stop losing for fun. That's that shit. This is roulette. Ooh, maybe not. Hold on, let me think about it. What's the problem with roulette? There's a big, big issue. I have pointed this out before. Many times. I think it's really scary to have your first tier 3 be possessed versus this boss. But roulette is so good if I don't die here, and I think I won't die here. It is very frightening though. I think you're supposed to do this to roulette, but you can't roll down. Like, I cannot be rolling for 2 mana because she has the cantrips. A lot of times here, whirl is gonna die for the cause too and break these thorns. And that's okay, buddy. This fight is Sparky and Jester versus the world. 2 cleave. I can put it onto whirl since he's dying, so I don't have to risk any damage. Oh, thank God, I was about to be upset. I'm taking 2 here, effectively, but this guy's dying. It's flick. We need to maximize DPS here. Wendigo dies fast, but you have to be making the correct moves for it. So whirl is dying here because you don't want... Whirl's dying here because I picked roulette, basically. If I had picked Bash, I would be saving everyone. I think roulette is a better long-term character, but you have to play very aggressive in this fight, because if not... And again, this is another one of those like, oh, well, aren't you just being overly cautious? You could obviously save everyone here. It's like, probably not in that fight without my roulette. With Bash, sure. You just like detain the juggler basically. Ocular Amulet is pretty alright for whirl, but I think I'd rather have Hourglass. Turn 1 is all that matters in a run such as this. And we will go Hourglass Roulette. Like, this is fine. But yeah, so all that has to happen, by the way, if you're curious as to why I'm so cautious there, all that has to happen to lose the run is all you have to see is roulette gets sniped or one of these guys gets sniped, and then suddenly we have no damage and can't kill the thorns, right? Or if one of these guys gets sniped, can't kill the boss. But Sparky showed up on that fight. This doesn't look good. This looks okay. You're dying to the ghosty, which I think means... It can be... Damn. It can be 3 damage to... Well, it should be 3... No, because then you don't kill the null. You lose 1. But then it's burst, 3, zap, and cleric lives. Yeah. No need to lose someone to the guilt there either. Whirl is doing his job. You gotta admit it. You gotta give it to him. He is 2 damage to all. And it's pretty good here. Basilisk, Panda, Basilisk. Weaver is kind of that guy. I think he pairs okay here. Basically because we have the 2 mana. I think he's alright. Okay. Need to be a little more respectful of Roulette's value on this team. And not just lock 6, because 9 damage is better than 6 damage. I lock this. I roll. Fair enough. That one is on me. I can find it. I know I can. Oh, he's petrified for 2 there? Interesting. So he's 2 stacks of petrified, but only on one side. Huh. I didn't know it read like that. Did you? We can go 3, 3, crush. That's your play. Now is me versus the Basilisk. But you can say, and be correct in saying, I definitely should have just taken the 6. Flute, metal studs. Flute's pretty good. Metal studs is worthless. I think flute's pretty good for this team. Do I think that? Could take a random. Nah, I'm gonna play flute. I actually think it is pretty good. And we can let cleric be the one to hold it. 3 mana, 3 mana is 6. This is, so that's 3. This is 4. 3 plus 3 is crush, crush, which is 6, 7, 8. I think I don't want to lock this 3. I actually think I don't want to lock any of this. I can take the 2 to all. This is good. This is acceptable. I want to roll for a cantrip. I mean, this is the value of roulette, is you can always roll down. Sure. It ends the same. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll take it. Hydra, I think, is one of the most likely enemies to just kill one of your characters without much you can do about it. Like in that position. 11 damage. Just get rid of the guy. I took flute, and flute plus keeper is pretty good. There isn't a blue. There is a gray that gives me mana. I want poet. This team does not want captain, though. This team has a lot of trouble actually playing formation with this guy. So it's keeper or random, and I will just play keeper. I'm not going to be picky and try to hold out for poet. The odds are not all that in my favor. I think Weaver is actually most likely to roll the 0 here, trying to hit the charge side, so we may as well cover his X for turn 1. Although, maybe I should give him the... what am I trying to say? Give him the... Give me a moment. Oh, the hourglass, but it wouldn't make a difference here anyway. This is 2 slates spawning, which is not a big deal because we still have Sparky. I just need to make sure I don't accidentally kill Whirl. Ding. Shame about this one. What can you do? You can roll. I mean, it's all you can do. So we have to go first here. I want to do 1 into Basalt so I can do 2 and then 3 on the chips. I think that's all good. Double slate's a little scary, but you know, I'm gonna deal with them the same. I'm going to press zap and then they're hopefully going to die. 3 mana, very nice. Charge side. We can do 4 to basalt. No 5s. 2. Can be crush, zap, burst, which is okay. Sometimes Keeper dies to the flute, but that's not something that's in my control. Just lock so you don't risk it. I want to hit the 5. The 5 heavy for Roulette is the play. We roll down for the kill here. 3 + 2. That's all good. This might actually just be the kill anyway. Sure is. Good job, team. Iron Crown Keeper, it's okay. I think Qatar is one of the worst items in the game, but it might be okay for Roulette. If we ever triple, I mean, it's not crazy. It's not crazy. I'll give it a shot. Oh, I moved the flute off of Keeper. You could hit this. It's not the most insane. However, just of note that the high roll outcome here is basically the same effect as getting Singularity to proc, so... And Singularity is just a passive, right? Singularity is... I guess Singularity is only +2 to the right 2 sides, so never mind. We'll see. That's 1. Okay, so now I'm just rolling for a cleave, and then I'm happy. A cleave. Okay, well, I'm not happy. Are you dying too? Oh, it's the Fanatic. Yuck. We can go... I mean, it's also the Shades, right? But that part's obvious. But 4 + 4 is only 8, and this guy's dying by a lot more than 1. So you gotta ask what's actually killing him here. 5 damage from Fanatic. Honestly, pretty fortunate that he didn't roll higher. 2 kills Shade. 5 kills Zombie. I mean, 2 kills. This is lethal. I don't need to do any more. 2 kills Fanatic. All good with me. Eccentric Chronos. Chronos is okay here because we can reuse charged, and reroll is good for Roulette. Eccentric is pretty gross. I mean, maybe you would want to play like a Warlock here, but I'm happy with Chronos. I'm not gonna sweat that too much. Seems alright. Look who's here at the end of the run. Look, I don't know. But I'm just saying, look who's here. It's the end of the day. Look who's still clocked in, putting in his shift. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, just pay attention. One of us is still putting in the hours at the office. Okay, I mean, alright, buddy. Maybe that one's on me. Brother, that's my fault. I'm sorry, I didn't know it would go to your head. There he is at the office, shitting his pants at his desk again. Good job, whirl. I just wanted to fucking cleave. Give me the 6 here, I beg you. God, I hate this shit, man. I just have to burst this idiot. I just wanted to hit this cleave setup one time, but no, we can't do that. I can't get Qatar value, that would be crazy. Triple Shuriken isn't crazy here. Because I can chain off of the triple? Oh, hey, this is kind of cute. Yeah, give me this. And I should actually look at what Emerald Mirror is, one sec. It's not this. It's Qatar, Flute, Hourglass. Flute Hourglass is kind of nice, but I think this roulette kind of just goes crazy with it. You hit 2 cantrips and then go nuts. Or a cleave. Oh, we'll see. It's a shame to give up the mana from Sapphire, because it's kind of scary. But I don't need to dodge here either. We're rolling for cleave, we're rolling for cantrip. Okay, there's cantrip. Here's reuse, here's 4 mana. I mean, if I hit a cantrip here, it's pretty big. Oh yeah, I've done this before. This doesn't work. I always forget this. Because this number is 4. Chain plus trio is impossible. I forgot. It's not allowed. Whatever. I have to fuck around with it now to figure out what I'm actually going to do off of this, because this is a dead combo. This does not combine. That one's my fault. We'll see who the boss is. Dwagon? Alright. I'm just running the numbers in my mind. There's no captain here who is very bad for me. It can be leader, it can be curator, which would be good. This would be good. This would be okay. Take the random. Acceptable. Just think about it for a minute. Okay. So, maybe one day I'll remember that this doesn't work. It's okay though. We can go triple shuriken brawler. He's a pretty good holder of it. I could also Doomblade him. Although Doomblade, he's the only one. No, I can crush the archer. Doomblade is just free damage. And then we have brawler plus keeper with the chain and steal. Yeah, it works out, but it's a little disappointing. I understand why it doesn't work. I'm not upset about it. It's just a shame. I can triple off of this and hit a 6. This 2 is to kill the archer. I should actually take the triple and kill the bird as well, right? And then you just roll for whatever. Sure. So it's 2, 6, double kill, 4, 4, and I'll just tick 1 damage away. It's like saving 5. Fine with me. And now we roll for the steel combo. That's one thing we can hit. Many options. Charged is good. Reuse is acceptable. Guess I can repel. You don't want to lose roulette here, although I'll just tick twice. It's a roll down for steel until I hit it sort of day. Sure. I was just thinking maybe not. Maybe we go for like crush, but just gotta be aware of the fact that dragon will win if I let this go long enough. But also eventually I hit this and then just win the game. Presumably win the game. 22 damage. Interesting run, for sure. I'm sad about Qatar plus triple shuriken. It'd be such a cool combo if it worked. Because if it worked out and it would go off of the base side, like you would expect, then... Oh, you know what? I think it's actually an ordering issue. I actually think I know this. Hang on. Let me go into creative here. I don't know exactly how I would make this. It's like triple... That's not what I want. I think you have to search for a specific modifier for generated. I want like item delivery. Yeah, whatever. I think that I had triple shuriken before Qatar. I think if you have Qatar first, the trio will go off of the base pips and then that's legal and it would work out. So that's actually on me, I'm pretty sure. Too much to know. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.